Hey there. Oh, see, I have to just the light for a second. There we go. How are you doing, Binary? Good to see you. Hi, guys. I am doing something a little bit different today, and I must say, I am quite nervous. I'll be just honest, straight from, straight up, I'll be honest. Because today I'll be doing something that I really love to do and which I have been doing for a long time. Good to hear, Binary. Good to hear. I'm glad you're here. This is a first for me. I will be writing. So, some of you may probably know, since my nickname is Bookfish after all, that I love books. I love to read. Also love to write. I've been writing stories ever since I could write, pretty much. And this has paid off because at present, like 1 month ago, I finished my first actual novel that will be published somewhere this month or next month. So that's a lot of fun. This, however, is in Dutch. English is not my first language. But for the sake of Twitch, I will be attempting to write in English. So that should be interesting. So pretty much what happened is last year, Christmas, so in Christmas 2014, I got this idea of how cool it would be if there was a story being written and I could just have input in it, like talk with other readers live while it was being written and have our feedback and our input. You never know, Binary, some Dutch may sneak in. Like an interactive story, basically. Also, I really wish I could draw, which I can't really, because I love the graphic novels online where you go and every week there will be a page, and I love to read those, I love to follow those. But I could not do that either. So I was thinking, if I can't join that, why not make one of my own? You know? Why not give it a whirl? So that is what I'm going to do here on Twitch. I am going to make a semi-interactive story. I'll tell you more about it a little bit later. But I have to say, just because this is the internet, Stormdancers is an idea that came to me. It was very different at first at Christmas, but at the beginning of this year, 2015, it became what I have in my head now. And the first character was made by me in February, and that is one of the main characters called Gale. So all the characters and this world are made up by me and eventually also by you, the viewers, with giving your input and your ideas. I cannot guarantee I will use everything you say, but if you say something that's really cool and I can get it in there, I will. I definitely will. So also during the writing, I'll just be chatting because I love the Twitch community and I love you guys. And it's so much fun to just hang out with you guys. So I'm going to do my hobby and my job and hang out with you guys. So that's a win-win for me. And yeah, I mean, let's get cracking. Questions, feedback, everything's welcome. Just tell me about your day, everything. Hang out. I need these VODs to be unmuted, so I cannot play music, unfortunately. So if you want a relaxing tune on the background, you know, put on some music or a second stream. I know that Philip Rich from Kaleidoscope Gaming is streaming right now, so you can lurk with him and me both, chat with us both. You know, it's all good. It's all good. I really need these VODs to be unmuted, so. I hate working with lists to ramble through, so I'm kind of being chaotic here. Just, you know, jump in chat if you have questions about writing or how I do stuff, or if you just want to have my opinion on anything, just give me a holler. I will definitely address it. So let's show my working area, shall we? Here you go. Ta-da! Nothing fancy yet, it's a work in progress. And it is the infamous blank page. The start of starts. The beginning. Yeah. Staring us in the face. That is how it begins. Although I did make a skeletal work for the story that I can always fall back to, so that the story never stops, never dies. It will always keep going. We can divert from it as much as we want. Anything goes, but I will always come back to the skeleton. It is so wide, isn't it? Oh, and look, Binary, you're up there. You joined the stream, sir. I'm going to unwhite this white a little bit, because obviously we need ourselves a title, don't we? And that is, actually, let's go with a little bit smaller. Now don't get shy now. Hola. Stormdancers 1. That is the title as announced. So it feels a bit odd, I must admit, because usually I do this like in private. Writing is a very, very solo activity. It is something you really, really do on your own, pretty much. So, like writing publicly is a very, very new and exciting feeling. Let me just tell you that. It's actually giving me a bit of the. So, the chapter 1. I think. I'm not sure how to go about this. Do I enter the POV? I think I will. George R.R. Martin had the right idea that this story has a lot of characters. Like, a lot. And so does Game of Thrones, obviously, Song of Ice and Fire. And George R.R. Martin always put the... I won't pass out. So good. And the George R.R. Martin always puts the point of view above his chapter. It may actually be a good idea. So, who is with me? Who is with me? I have like, I can show you guys. Let's see, let's not show this. I'm gonna make it like safe to show for a second. I have my tools ready. There's my little writing table right there. And my dog. See, there you go. So, notes of the world, character sheets of all the characters, a notebook to make notes right now during the stream, and some things on writing itself. And then sticky notes, a lot of pens and pencils, and obviously, you know, Song of Ice and Fire, because, you know, I'm reading that. I'm rereading that actually, together with Binary. Very cool. Hey there, Sonic! How are you doing? Oh my god, it's got Sonics! Woohoo! Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, all that good stuff. The blinky cursor there some moments in writing it is your worst nightmare. Let me tell you that. That blinking, like saying, come on now, come on. And if you have a writer's block, that is just horrible. I noticed, yeah. I noticed, Josh. How are you doing? Let me see. I was going to determine who will have the... Yeah, you announced yourself, sir. Who is going to have the point of view in this first chapter? Who do I have to work with? That is interesting. Nice one, Leonard. Nice one. Let's see. Oh, I was talking about Philip Rich earlier, but if my mod would be so kind as to give a how do they call that, bank follow for our team member extraordinaire. Binary Ferret, by the way, is also a streamer of Kaleidoscope Gaming. I'm very biased, but very cool dude. Just saying. Expect a lot of thoughtful silences in this stream, because although you can get really excited about a story and just want to get cracking and just go, there's actually a lot of techniques and planning involved. And who gets the point of view is actually a very important decision. I don't really want to start over a lot. Bias, I am. Let's go with... Yes, we're going with the first character I ever made. Actually, I don't want to put the names of the main character, the point of view character on top of it. It looks so silly though. I am this episode is gonna be somewhat of a tryout. I think I'm just gonna do the because I already decided what I want to have happen in the chapter, so I'm going to go full swing, as you say. And then I'm kind of wondering if I should edit on stream as well, or do the editing off stream. I'm not really sure about that, because you kind of edit the same. I tend to edit every part 3 times in total, so that may be a bit much. If you see any English word that I write wrong, by the way, do correct me and tell me how I spell it, because it's not my native language, and I have written somewhat in it, but never seriously, so I may make a lot of mistakes. It's gonna be quite interesting. Okay, so I know what's happening in the chapter, then the descriptions start, right? The descriptions start. Good thinking, Josh. Good thinking. You're nitpicking all the words. We got this. No binary. The nerves don't really help, but you guys are making me relax, so I'm sure I'll get cracking in a bit. So what happens in this bit of a scene? I have 2 options, really. The characters are on a ship or a boat. I may have to look up that difference between a ship and a boat. I think I know the difference. I actually looked it up once, but I forgot. That's bad. I should look that up. They're either coming into port or are already there. I think I'm going to let them be there. Yeah. Yeah. you don't want to start quite descriptive. So you don't, I tend to not, I don't want to start with the name of a character in the first sentence. Like the first word of my chapters. No, that's not true. The first word of my first chapter I never want to have be a name of a character. Ooh, way binary! That's cool. A boat can have oars, paddles, sails, or a motor to make it move. A ship is a large boat that can travel across deep water, such as a sea or ocean. A ship is built to carry people or goods for long distance. A ship is propelled by sail or power only. I wonder then though if a boat with oars can also go over sea. Or they just completely messed that up in movies where when they can't move the boat, the ship, they start rowing. The Google is real. Vassal. A hollow container. We're going to go dictionary crazy on this. Let me see. So I know what my other sentences will be, but I have to start out. Let me think. Okay. I know. I'm gonna have to change the language of Word. I think my Word document is stuck on Dutch and is now making everything red. It should change if I write like multiple English sentences. It should change on its own. If not, I'm going to have to fool around with that. What this one said. Do I have a writing face? You're probably going to see it a lot. You're hype. How can one hype about you? I encountered my first language problem. He leans on the thing. It's not a wall, but you know, what's around the ship. Is it called a It's not a banister, is it? That's the first language issue I have. I should put Google Translate up here. I'm just gonna put Google Translate up here. Let's just do that. Google Translate. Hey Daydreamer! Oh, English hype. Is it a railing or a rail? I'm sure it's called a rail on a ship though. The rim of the ship? Let's go with that. That sounds good. I'm just gonna go with that. I'll see. I think the bow of the ship is an entire part of it. like the front thing. Railing. Rim or railing. Ceiling. Alright, railing. We go with railing, guys. Hop. Or hop. All good. I can manage this. I'm still writing intelligible, am I not? I guess we're all having fried brains here. Nautical Info. Oh my. Ooh, look at how fancy that is. That's a glorious typo binary. I like that. Oh, a hull. Ballaster. One who supplies ship with ballast. Okay. Barge master. The bow is the front of the ship, yeah. Oh my god, there's so many words. I am definitely going to look into this thing and write the useful ones down. That is really good. So how are you, daydreamers? Good to see you. Things are getting dark here. Let's see. Oh, too many S's, I'm sure. Yes, there you go. In a couple of months, I'll write perfect English. It's like for the time to take the class. I'm not good with lectures. I know that. I know how that is. I know how that is. I lost the word I want to use. I can do better than this. I may add it. I may do the first edit on stream and just go over these texts and touch them up. So we're just going to do like the first draft. This is first draft. So we don't have the owl. Yeah, studying is like academic studying is hard when you're mostly a hands-on person. I have a lot of trouble studying that way. I really wish I could put on some music, guys, but I need this first VOD very much. I think I'll just do like one unmuted VOD and then the next episode with music. I don't know. Maybe like song request is kind of cool. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, day. That sounds bad. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, I know, I know how it feels. I can't really study either. Let's see. So yeah, I want to touch this part up, but I'm not going to bother with that now. I'm going to go first draft, and we're going to keep going. We need to just outline, like, get this chapter on paper. That's what we're going to do. Spell check of word did not agree with harbor without a E. Doesn't agree? I thought it was that as well. I have no idea. When I do this, it's okay. It looks kind of French that way, doesn't it? A harbor word does not agree with you guys. I have no idea. Let's just make it nice and squiggly red. Let's see what it says. Oh, it really wants it to be harbor with a U. It says, my dictionary is English Groot-Brittannië. Great Britain, I think that is. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. It's British. English Great Britain, it says. I know, I'm just gonna... Oh, binary is on the job there. Look at that. Harvard is American. It's American, yo. It is why I'm no good with luxury either. Oh, sorry, Josh. We got your back. We got your back, man. We're rooting for you. Oh, I'm not sure if there's a... No, we're not gonna bother with that. We're going to keep writing. Like, this is what a thing that's really hard for me, is that I want the first draft to be perfect, but there is no such thing as a perfect first draft. So I keep wanting to go back to fix all these minor things that I see or that I'm not happy with. Well, I really have to just keep writing. So I have to force myself to just keep going. And that's like one of my biggest challenges as a writer, is to not take too long and miss my deadlines just because I can't let go of the imperfections in the first draft. It's a thing. It's a thing that I have. Like, my publisher kind of laughed at me for that the other day. But it's funny though. Ooh, Magnum ice creams. Might have one after the stream. That's a good idea, actually. Your tower? That's all a man needs. What's a tower? What ice creams? Let's see. So, let it go, and just keep going. I know where I want to go with this. Just the question, how do I get there? The intro is always a pain in the butt. Like the first 2 alineas ish, maybe 3. Then the most middle chapters, like the 3 mid chapters, are really hard to get past, I find. And the ending, like the final chapter, like the final last half of the final chapter is just, whew. Out tower computer. Ah, there you go. Sorry, I missed that one. I actually knew that you did that.